What if the greatest enemy in your life was not failure, not lack of talent, not bad luck, not society, but comfort? Because right now, you are living in the easiest time in human history. Food without hunting, entertainment without effort, validation without achievement, pleasure without purpose. And yet, people have never felt more empty. Ancient warriors crossed oceans, built civilizations, conquered impossible odds. Modern men, we struggle to put down our phones. So the question is not, why are people weak? The real question is, what happened to the human mind? The ancient Greeks understood something terrifying. A comfortable mind becomes a controlled mind. And that is why Spartan warriors trained in pain. Greek philosophers practiced restraint, and Alexander the Great became addicted not to pleasure, but to conquest. This is the Greek method, a system to destroy laziness, control dopamine, master discipline, and become dangerous in the best possible way. Your brain was not designed for modern life. It was designed for survival. Thousands of years ago, dopamine rewarded effort, hunting, learning, building, exploring. But modern society hacked the reward system. Now, dopamine comes instantly. Scroll, swipe, click, repeat. And slowly, your mind stops craving achievement. It starts craving stimulation. That is why people procrastinate even when they know what they should do, because dopamine loading destroys resistance. Imagine giving a starving warrior endless sugar every day. Eventually, real food tastes boring. That is what constant stimulation does to your brain. Books become boring. Work becomes boring. Discipline becomes painful because your mind has been trained to expect pleasure every few seconds. And the terrifying part? Most people never realize they are addicted. They think they are lazy, but laziness is often overstimulation. The Greeks understood this long ago. They believed discipline was freedom, not punishment, because a person controlled by pleasure can never control themselves. And one man understood this better than almost anyone in history, Alexander the Great. Because while others became addicted to comfort, he became addicted to growth. Alexander conquered most of the known world before the age of 30. Think about that. Most people today cannot stay focused for 30 minutes. But Alexander marched across deserts, led armies, studied strategy, endured starvation, survived constant war. How? Because he trained his mind differently. While modern people ask, "How can I feel comfortable?" Alexander asked, "How can I become stronger?" That mindset changes everything. The Greek method begins with one brutal realization. Your feelings cannot become your leader. Because feelings change every hour. Purpose does not. Most people wait to feel motivated, but ancient warriors trained regardless of emotion. Rain? Train. Fear? Move. Pain? Continue. And this is where modern people collapse. They negotiate with discomfort. I'll start tomorrow. I'm too tired. I need motivation. But motivation is unreliable. Systems create greatness. Alexander did not wake up every day inspired. He had discipline, and discipline creates momentum. The Greeks called this mastery over the self, because before conquering the world, you must first conquer your impulses. But here is where the real battle begins. Because the moment you remove distraction, your mind starts fighting back. Try this. Sit alone in a room for 1 hour. No phone, no music, no notifications, no entertainment, just silence. Most people cannot do it. Why? Because silence exposes dependency. The brain has become overloaded. Constant stimulation weakens attention, and attention is power. That is why dopamine detoxing matters. Not because pleasure is evil, but because overstimulation destroys clarity. The Greek philosophers practiced restraint constantly. Cold baths, minimalism, discomfort, fasting, deep reflection. Why? Because discomfort sharpens awareness. Modern life numbs it. A dopamine detox is not about becoming miserable. It is about resetting sensitivity. When you reduce stimulation, your focus returns. Your emotions stabilize. Your ambition increases. Your attention deepens. Simple things become powerful again. Reading, training, nature, silence, conversation, purpose. And slowly, your brain stops chasing instant pleasure. It starts craving progress. This is the moment discipline begins. Not when life becomes easier, but when your mind becomes stronger than your impulses. And the Greeks had a terrifying warning about people who fail this battle, because comfort eventually creates weakness. The Spartans trained children in hardship, not because they hated comfort, but because they feared dependency. A person addicted to comfort becomes fragile. The moment life becomes difficult, they collapse.